Everybody, welcome back to the Spurs 9501 podcast. We've got a special video with Cam today talking about Pierre Emille Hojbjerg, the Viking of Tottenham. Rumours are that he's going to be leaving the club and moving to Atletico Madrid to play because of his desire to play in the Champions League. We're going to get Cam's thoughts on what he thinks about that and how likely he thinks that's going to happen. Cam, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for your time again. What do you think about Hojbjerg going to Atletico Madrid? Apparently, the manager, which I can't remember his name, really wants him. So who's the manager?
Simeone.
Yeah, Simeone definitely wants him to play in his formation. He wants to play Champions League. What's your thoughts on this?
I think it's a hoax. A complete
Really?
hoax. I think that it's been mentioned once, maybe twice. No offer has come in. I don't understand clubs that say they want to sign this player and then don't put offers in. No money's been mentioned. No figures being. You look everywhere you won't find anywhere that they've actually come. With Kane, you get figures bandied around. With Hojbjerg, you've got no figures bandied around. I mean, this is no different from last season saying that he was going to Real Madrid, as you could probably remember. Oh, Real Madrid are interested in Hojbjerg. Now Atletico are interested in Hojbjerg. It means absolutely nothing. I think it's a sham. I think he's got 2 years left on his contract. I think that the players that we've got that play in his particular role are limited because we are not going to get Bentancur back until October to November at the earliest. So we're going to need someone on Hojbjerg's position, and I would be foolish to think that we could replace somebody like that in that position who's a workhorse in the team that quickly. And also, he's pretty settled. He can score goals. He can do a lot of stuff that the other players aren't doing in the team. And to be honest with you, last season, he's probably one of our better players. Without his goals and his contribution, God knows where we would have ended up. Probably in relegation.
He scored the winner in the game against Marseille that got us into the group stages. So, yeah, he's got a pedigree for scoring goals. But if he went, he'd only cost what? 10, 15, 20 million max. So it's a good price. That I have heard rumours that he's desperate to play Champions League football. So even despite that, but where does he fit into an Ange Postecoglou 3? If he's going to play 4-3-3, you've got Maddison as the creative, you've got Basuma as the box-to-box player. Where does Hojbjerg fit in as a number 6, just a defensive midfielder then?
I think he does, yeah. But the good thing about Hojbjerg is that he is beginning to develop the creative side. He can go forward. He can start scoring goals. He can drop back. He can sit in front of the four. And I think that needs to be exploited. If I understand correctly, the way that Postecoglou plays his team, he needs players that can attack as well and can run forward with the ball, in which case I think Hojbjerg probably fit in better than most players. I mean, do you see Skip fitting into that role? Do you see Skip scoring a lot of goals? Do you see Basuma? I mean, I really haven't seen Basuma yet, have we? We don't even know what we're going to get. Are we going to get Basuma of last season, or are we going to get Basuma of the season before at Brighton? I mean, do you see Sarr fitting into that goal? I mean, I don't even really see what Sarr, what he fits into, what he's going to do. And unless we bring Lo Celso and Ndombele into the equation, there isn't really anybody else. Until we get Bentancur back, there is very little that can be done in terms of replacing Hojbjerg, to be honest.
But obviously Hojbjerg doesn't care about who's replacing him. He just wants to go. So if he digs his heels in and says, look, I want to leave, blah, blah, blah. He's only got 2 years left in his contract. They could be in the same situation with him. He throws a wobbly, he doesn't play, he's upset and he doesn't perform. Before you know it, he's got a year left on his deal. They have to get rid of him anyway. So why not get rid of him now and get some money for him?
Well, firstly, I have heard nothing to say that he wants to go or he's made anything or he's signed any personal terms or agreed anything with anybody. Like you hear all this stuff about Kane saying he wants to go and has signed a agreed personal term. Nothing like that for Hojbjerg. There's still 2 years to go on his contract, and I believe that will. I think it's a completely different case. Next season, we'll be having this conversation, and I think he will be gone. If he stays this season, maybe he'll sign a new contract. I mean,
okay.
Spurs' biggest problem here, Gray, let me finish this point, it's important. Spurs' biggest problem here is the players that we want to get out don't want to go, and the players that we potentially want to keep all want to go. And what are we going to be left with? That's what I want to ask you.
Yeah, shudder to think.
So we can't get rid of anybody that we want to go.
Yeah. We can't get rid of these.
Getting rid of getting Winks out. I mean, that makes it more valuable to have someone like Hojbjerg in there because I mean, it's pretty similar players, but I mean, the cover gets thinner, doesn't it, by the second?